Chris Ray. It's another day at E3 2013, and today we're here in the Ubisoft booth to take a look at Splinter Cell Blacklist.
You're gambling with a war.
Sadiq already started a war. It's up to us to find a way to end it.
I'm joined today with
Andy Wilson. I'm the producer on Splinter Cell Blacklist at Ubisoft's Toronto studio.
So first off, what kind of technical features can we expect to see in the game? If you could maybe list those out. Our fans love technical details.
So we've got two flavors of the PC build that we're working on at the moment. The first is the DX9 build, which we've got here, and then we've also got the DX11 build. Some of the things that we're showing off in the version here today are things like horizon-based ambient occlusion, TXAA, which is kind of like the platinum standard of anti-aliasing, and high-resolution shadows. Those three things in combination are very, very important because light and shadow to Splinter Cell is more than just set dressing. It's actually a gameplay ingredient for us because Sam needs to be able to disappear into the shadows. He needs to be able to actually play with the light and shadow in the game to kind of outsmart his enemies. And actually, we've worked with NVIDIA directly to kind of put that stuff into the PC build. Extending to other features that we've not quite got in yet, but we're going to have things like parallax mapping, which will bring a lot more kind of depth and detail to the environments. And also a DX11 specific thing is obviously tessellation, which gives us a huge amount of detail in the geometry over and above what we would ordinarily have. So the end result is a really nice looking game that we're really, really proud of.
And one thing that really impressed me is how dynamic the environments are. You really do blend into the shadows. Talking about the game and some of the gameplay mechanics, you were telling me that there is a scoring system at the end of each level and that based on your performance in different playstyles, you get rewards. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. So we obviously have very, very diverse set of fans of this franchise. So we've got these three particular playstyles in the game. On the one extreme, we've got the Ghost, who is the kind of player who wants to go in, achieve their objective without the AI ever having been aware that they were there. On the other end, we've got the Assault player, who's someone who's a bit more aggressive, likes to kind of test out the combat systems of the game and use deadly force kind of from the outset. And then in the middle, we've got the Panther, and the Panther is kind of a blend of the two. It's still someone who largely wants to go undetected, but is not afraid to spring out of the shadows and take down their opponents to achieve their objectives. Now, what we do and what we can do in the game is detect how you're playing. So we can tell whether the actions that you're taking throughout any given mission fit within one of those playstyles. So at the end of a mission, we divide you up between the three playstyles, we score you, and if you're a Ghost player and you've done the super hard stuff by staying undetected, acting non-lethally all the way through, the reward is even bigger. So you use that reward to then access the game's customization system. There are lots and lots of gadgets and weapons in the game. It allows you to customize them, tailor them to the playstyle that you've chosen, and then it extends all the way across all the game modes. The economy system actually is universal across Spies vs. Mercs, our adversarial mode, co-op, and the single-player campaign as well.
If there was one thing that you could tell our fans that we didn't get shown today or didn't get the chance to talk about, what would that be?
I guess, I would have to talk about the breadth of the game. We've got a single-player campaign that sends Sam all over the world, a very, very diverse set of locations, some very, very interesting level design. We've got Spies vs. Mercs is back for the first time in a long time, We brought back co-op from Conviction, it was really acclaimed. And we've taken all of that content and we've blurred the lines between it. So we have this thing called the SMI, which is a strategic mission interface, which is Sam's window on the world. All of the game's content is visible in this one area. We bring in your kind of friend presence as well. We put live updates in there so that it really does become this kind of single screen that the player can use to access all the different content. And we've really blurred all of the lines between online and offline and, single player, adversarial, co-op. So it's quite cool. Structurally, it's a very, very interesting game as well.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm very excited I got to play, and thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm excited you're excited.